How to cut a Queen Anne's neckline bustier. Hi guys, welcome back to today's tutorial. On today's video, I'll show you a step-by-step method on how to cut a perfect Queen Anne's neckline bustier. So if this is what you're interested in learning, stay tuned because I'll be taking you on a step-by-step tutorial. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to cut one for yourself, even if you're a complete beginner. So I'll be showing you how to cut the front part and also the back part. So stay tuned as we proceed. Now, the first thing we have to do, guys, is to bring our pattern paper. And with me here, it's on fold. I have my pattern paper and it's on fold. Now, the next thing I'll do is to start taking my measurements. So from that starting line there, I'll come down by 10 inches, which is my bust line, 13 inches, my under bust line, and lastly, my waistline, which is 16 inches. Now, I'll come over to this other part and just mark exactly the same thing. After marking that, I'll just go ahead and just connect the lines to give us a straighter line. So I just marked it on both sides of the pattern paper just to get a straighter line just like this. So guys, please pay attention carefully. So you can see here, I'm just using my pattern master to just connect those points together like this. So this is it, guys. I am done connecting it. Now I'll label it. This is my waistline. This is my under bust line, this is my bust line, and this starting line that we drew is our shoulder line, which is also serving as our starting line. After doing that, I'll come to this starting line, which is our shoulder line. I'll be taking 3 inches for my neck width, and I'll be taking half of my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 15, divided by 2 is 7.5, so I just gave it a mark there. From that mark point, I will come down by 1 inch and just connect it to meet that 3 inches for our neck width. Guys, please pay attention carefully. After doing that, next thing I'll go ahead and do is to place my tape from that point there, that 1 inch we came down by. I'll be going down by my armhole depth. To get yours, what you have to do is your bust, round bust measurement divided by 6 plus extra 1.5 inches. So guys, that point also becomes my chest line. So I'll just use my pattern master and rule a line like this. And I'll also go ahead and connect from this point there to meet that line we just ruled like this. So guys, I'll label it my chest line. So guys, on this chest line here, I'll be taking my round bust measurement divided by 4. And I'll just give it a mark there. Now the next thing I'll do is to come to this straight line here. I'll get in the midpoint, which is 3.5 inches. I'll go in by ½ inch and I'll go ahead and connect to get our armhole curve. So this is just how to get your armhole curve, just like this. So I'll just connect these 3 points together like this. So just place your pattern master properly and you'll be able to get yours. Now after doing that, the next thing we have to do is to come to this waistline, and I'll be taking half of my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7, divided by 2 is 3.5 inches. So I'll be marking it on my waistline, on the bust line, and lastly on my chest line. So after marking that, I'll just go ahead and use my pattern master and connect all those points together to give me a straight line like this. So guys, after doing this, the next thing I'll do is on this side going towards the side front, I'll come here and marking 1.5 inches. I'll mark 1.5 inches here. If you have a bigger size, use 2 inches. Now on this other part here, coming towards the center front, I'm marking ½ inch. So I'll mark that on the waistline and the under bust line. Guys, pay attention to what I just said. So waistline and under bust line, I marked 1.5 inches and ½ inch. I told you if you have a bigger size, use 2 inches on the side front. Now guys, I'll just go ahead and just connect those 2 points together like this. And now on the bust line, I'll be coming down by ½ inch and I'll go ahead and just connect all the points together now. So watch how I'm doing that like this. And on this other side, I'll also go ahead and connect the same way. So please, when you are placing your pattern master, place it properly so that you can be able to get it correctly. Now guys, this is it. After doing that, next thing I'll do is I'll be going up by 1.5 inches from the chest line. So note that the more you go up, the more covered your upper chest area is. Now you can go up by 2 inches, or just note that the more you go up, the more covered your upper chest is. But for me, I'm going up by 1.5 inches. Now guys, after rolling that line, I'll come to this new line here and I'll be marking half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is also 3.5 inches. And I'll go ahead and connect it to the chest line, just the way you can see. And now at this part going towards the center front, I'll be marking 1.5 inches. While this other part here, I'll just mark ½ inch. And guys, I'll go ahead now and connect those points together. So I'll be connecting from that point to meet this bust line here, just like this, and I'll connect that other point also like this. I hope you can see. So this is what it looks like, guys. After doing this, the next thing we'll go ahead and do is to determine how we want our sweetheart shape neckline to be. And also, guys, take note, the lower you go, the lower more opened that middle part is going to be. So if you go down to the bust line, it will be more opened. You can also use your chest line. It totally depends on what you want. So for me, I'll just go down from my bust line here. I'll go all the way to meet that point there. You can go down from your chest line. It totally depends on what you want. So on this chest line here, I've marked my round body measurement. So I'll just go ahead and replace this dot there, just like this. And now also I'll go ahead and add stitching allowance of 1.5 inches. On the under bust line, I'll mark my under bust measurement divided by 4. I'll replace this dot here, and I'll also go ahead and add stitching allowance. And lastly, on the waistline, I'll go ahead, take my round waist measurement divided by 4, replace the dot, and also go ahead and add 1.5 inches stitching allowance. So guys, I'll just connect all these points together, and this is what I have here. Now, the next thing we have to do is to work on this upper part here. So I'll extend this line here, this line. I'll extend it to this point there. I'll also go ahead and replace the dot. I hope it's what I'm doing. So I'll replace the dot over here. And I'll also go ahead and just form a little bit of armhole curve at this point here to meet this bodice. After doing that, on this part here, you see this neck width we took, I'll be going in by 1 inch. You can go in by ½ inch, but I just went in by 1 inch. This totally depends on how wide you want that neckline part to be. Now on this down part, I went in by 1.5 inches. I hope you can see what I'm just doing. So it's just to give that Queen Anne's neckline shape. So now I'll just go ahead and just label that part the yoke. I hope you understand. So I labeled it, this part here, the yoke. Now that other part will be going off. So guys, now that we have done this, to prevent this part from gaping, I'll be going up by 0.25 inch and connect it back into the line here. So we'll be cutting out that part off also to avoid gaping. Right now, guys, I will start cutting it out. So please pay attention carefully to how I'm cutting mine so that you don't make any mistake. Guys, if you have watched this tutorial to this point, please do well to like this video, share this video to someone who you think will find it helpful, and don't forget to turn on your notification when you subscribe so that you'll be among the first to be notified whenever I upload new amazing tutorials. So guys, if you have done all that, thank you very much. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming back. So please watch carefully at what I'm doing here so that you don't make any mistake when you're cutting yours. So this is it here, guys. I am done cutting the front part, and this is what it looks like, just like this. Now let's cut the back part. So guys, this is for our back part, and you can see I've gone ahead to draft out my basic bodice. The neckline width is 3 inches also, and the depth is 1.5 inches. You can also see I kept about 1.5 inches for zipper allowance. So guys, the next thing we are going to do is to start taking half of our nipple to nipple measurements. Mine is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5 inches. So I'll mark it on the chest line, bust line, under bust line, and lastly on the waistline. And I'll just go ahead and connect all those points together. Now on this waistline, I'll be going out by ½ inch on both sides, and I'll go ahead now and connect. So this is for our darts for the back. I hope you can see. So this is it here, guys. After doing that, next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to start taking our round body measurement. Now I've taken on the chest line. Now on the under bust line, I'll take my round body measurement divided by 4, replace the dot. And on the waistline, I'll take my round body measurement divided by 4, replace the dot also. And on the chest line, I'll be adding the stitching allowance of 1.5 inches, the same we added for the front. After doing all this, I'll go ahead now and just connect all these parts together like this. Guys, I hope you can see. So this is what it looks like. Now I'll go ahead and extend this line, waistline, into the zipper line. So to prevent bulging of our zip, so that your zip doesn't have that bulginess, what I'll do is on this part here, I'll be coming in by ½ inch, and I'll connect it, slant it into this edge here. guys, I hope you see what I'm just doing. So just go ahead and do the same thing for yours also. This is to prevent that zipper bulge. After doing this, the next thing I'll come here and do is on this part, for the front, I also went in by 1 inch. So I'll be coming in also for the back by 1 inch, and I'll connect it to meet this dart point like this. Guys, I hope you're paying attention. Now I'll label it the yoke. On this part here, on this chest line, I'll extend the line into the zipper line. Now on this side here, this chest line, I'll go above it by 0.25 inch, that is quarter of an inch, and I'll blend it back into this line here, this chest line, and I'll just cut it out. This is to avoid gaping of the yoke. And now on this other part here, to avoid your zipper to be going off, I'll be coming down by 0.25 inch also and just connect it back into the chest line. So guys, I'll just label this part bad like this because that is going to be going off. So guys, let's start cutting it out. So please pay attention to how I'm cutting mine so that you don't end up making any mistake on your own. So just follow carefully, guys. Hope you can see. So I told you we are cutting that part out, and I'll cut out here and also this upper part also, and this down side I'll also go ahead and cut it out like this. So this is it, our back is ready. Now take note, you can design your back any way you want it, but this is just for this particular one. I just showed you this one way to design the back side. So guys, this is how it looks like. I'm gonna have to bring the front piece, and this is what it's looking like. So guys, if you found this tutorial helpful, please do well to like this video, comment if you'll be trying this out, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you'll be among the first to be notified whenever I upload new amazing tutorials like this. Thank you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll be seeing you in my next tutorial. Bye.